Hello there, Facebook Nation. Dr. Troy Dukowitz here, and per my typical Tuesday, I'm coming at you after wrapping up a full day of coaching and kind of sit back and say, okay, what is the message? What is it that I want to come on and share from like one of my many takeaways throughout the course of the day? And one of these discussions came very, very early on, and so I'm having a conversation with a doc who has some challenging things that are going on right now in his life, and we had this in-depth conversation, and I basically said to him this, like, look, you got $1 million business, and I'm going to ask you a very simple question. If I am to go live, like what we're doing right now, or I'm going to do a webinar, and I want to bring you on, and we're going to have a conversation about building this type of a business, what are some of the things that you would tell me? Like, just right off the top of your head, what are the key elements that you would tell our listeners and viewers that they need to build this $1 million business? And he said, they've got to be excited about what they're doing. They've got to be passionate about what they're doing. They have a strong why. What is their why behind what it is that they're doing? A strong philosophy for what it is that they're doing. Understand why you do what you do. Have a strong work ethic. Be willing to do whatever it takes. And make sure that you're constantly dipping yourself and listening to things and reading things and surrounding yourself with successful people. And these were just initial thoughts. And what I love about this is the first three. And I then reversed this on him and said, okay, so we know how to build $1 million business. How about $1 million life? And I don't mean $1 million life in terms of going and having houses and boats and cars and things. I mean a rich, wealthy life. You got to be excited. You've got to be passionate. You've got to have a strong why. You have to have a strong and clearly defined philosophy of what life is. Roy Disney once said, when values are clear, decisions are easy. When you are clear on what your values are as a human being, and in terms of living your life, guess what? Decisions become very, very easy. It's easier to say no. It's also easy to say yes. So the beauty of this is that I was able to reverse this on him and say, cool, so just as much as this is what it will take for us to build a $1 million business, this is what it takes to build a $1 million life. And so the challenge becomes very simple. You take a look at your own life and you say, are you excited about what you're doing today in your life? Are you excited for you as a person? Are you excited in terms of your job and where it is that you work every single day? Are you excited in terms of your relationships? Once had a mentor of mine say, be as excited to see your children as you want them to be to see you. And it changed everything for me. Getting out of the car was more so like, I can't wait to see them because I love it and I visualize and I see them running up to me and grabbing me and daddy's home and giving me the big hug. I have to be just as excited, if not more excited to see them than they are to see me. So there's excitement behind that. There is a passion. Are you living the passions that you have in life? Do you even know what they are anymore? Like, it's so sad when I look over the years and some people that I've worked with and they say, man, I used to do blank. I used to do this. I had a patient one time who told me, I used to go fishing all the time. I don't know what happened, doc. I just stopped doing it. Through a couple of conversations that we had, all of a sudden he comes in a couple weeks later, the guy went and bought a boat, the guy went and bought a Jeep. The guy was like, I'm retiring and I'm going to go do what it is that I love doing. I'm passionate about fishing. I'm getting back to it. I'm going into the wilderness. Like, it was seriously like within a couple of weeks, like, dude was gone. It's like, holy shit, that was awesome. But are you doing the things that you're passionate about in life? There are things right now that you love to do. And when you're doing the things that you love to do, the excitement is a natural byproduct of that. Is it the way that you're living? Are you living the $1 million life? Do you have a strong why and understanding why it is that you do the things that you're doing every single day? Now, I know I'm a speaker. I've spoke from stages and talked to chiropractors like, it's all about saving lives. It's all about saving lives. It's all about saving lives. And it is important for us to do our part to help others. However, my why are the people that you see me post about, my family. That's my why. That's why I get out of bed in the morning. I get out of bed in the morning to show up as a great version of me as a man. And if I show up as a great version of me as a man, I can show up as an even better version of me as a daddy, a better version of me as a husband. And then I can show up as a great version of me as a coach and a mentor. And then I can show up as a better version of me as a doctor. That is an effect of who I am. It is not the cause. The cause of what I do is living underneath this roof. And I, like you and like many people, simply want to be able to have a footprint, have an imprint on this life. and leave something behind that helps to leave the world better than it is than we found it, helps to make the world a better place, helps to have an impact on somebody's lives. That's why I come on here and do videos. I hope to impact somebody. That's why I do a podcast, hope to impact somebody. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, commit and go to the podcast, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. Head on over there and subscribe. Now, you do these things to have impact. That's part of my why. What's your why? And these first three categories, outside of anything else that we talk about, if you're not living within the realm of what you're passionate about and what you're excited about, and you don't have a purpose for doing it, it's no wonder people get burned out. It's no wonder people start to burn shit down around them because they get bored to death. It's no wonder people sedate and choose drinking. They sedate and watch TV till all hours of the night. It's no wonder that people don't exercise because they don't have a reason, a why for doing it. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy to me that we forget the things that we're passionate about. We forget the things that we're excited about. And we become, I used this reference this morning, we become the time to make the donuts guy. You know the guy, you remember him. Remember the commercial like years ago? You get out of bed and go, time to make the donuts. Time to make the donuts. Time to make the donuts. And he would walk out of the house, time to make the donuts. And it was just like, I'm doing this shit again. I'm doing this shit again. Like he wasn't excited about it. It was a part of his purpose though. He was dragging ass out that door. It's time to make the donuts. Am I freaking out yet? I'm kind of freaking myself out because I see me right now. And it's like, it's time to make the donuts. Are you the time to make the donuts guy? Are you the person who's searching for what excites you in this life again? Are you the person who's searching for passion in this life? Are you the person who's searching for your purpose in this life? And if you're living it, way to go, high five, keep it up. And keep expanding that so that you can keep growing and impacting the people around you. If you haven't found it, it's time to find it. It's time to find those things that you're excited about. It's time to find those things that you're passionate about. There are some of you out there right now who are working in jobs that you're not even passionate about. You're showing up to a job just over broke, J-O-B, just over broke. Showing up for the paycheck as opposed to finding what you're truly passionate about. The joy, something that will bring you joy and passion and excitement in life. How much more of a producer can you be when you're doing the things that you love as opposed to working on things that just don't move you? You're just not passionate about. So as I sat there in this interview today, not even an interview, I'm sorry, he's a client of mine. As I sat there in this discussion with him, and we were able to bring this back around full circle, and he could actually see the impact that these very things that he's telling me that I can share with people to help them to build $1 million business are the very things that I could turn back around and show him will help him to create a multi-million-dollar life. I'll let that sink in for a second. As I have conversation with my kids and we say, how do you know if you're rich? How do you know if you're wealthy? You will hear Wyatt saying, Watson's getting there. He'll say, well, family first, like you have love of family. And then number two, it's good to have some money. They know the importance of money. They know that how money, look, money is what allows us to have the roof that's over my head right now. It allows me to come to you via, I don't know, satellite and camera and internet to be able to share a message with you. Money is necessary in this world, and it is necessary for us to be able to buy things and to be able to do certain things. It does not create all the experiences that we have, but it does help us to create even experiences. So when it comes to the richness in life and the beauty of life and what we want to build and become millionaires, build $1 million life. Think of it in terms of building the $1 million life. And it's not just about material wealth, but it is also about the spiritual wealth that you create along the way. Spirituality in your relationships, spirituality with self, spirituality in your connection to God, spirituality in all that you do so that you truly build a $1 million life with that $1 million business. So my hopes for you here today are, number one, that you find what excites you. You find what you're passionate about. You find your why. And you truly, truly, truly start striving to have it all in your life and in your business. And if you are a person that this message resonates with, maybe it's time that we have a discussion and start talking about what I do as a coach and helping people to have it all, not just in one dimension of their life, but in all 4 of these dimensions. giving people an opportunity to find that excitement, an opportunity to find the passions and the things that move you, an opportunity to live by a why that doesn't just sound good from a stage or a platform or a podcast, but a why that resonates from your soul and truly drives you day in and day out to be the best version of who you are every single day. So, hey, if you're that person that needs to talk, private message me and we'll have a conversation. To the rest of you, answer the question. Sit down, pull out a journal and a pen and answer the question. What excites me? What are the things that I like to do that are exciting? What are the things that I love to do? I absolutely love to do. I'm passionate about doing these things, not just at work, but the things that you love to do. Identify what they are. Take a look at your values, and are you clear on what your values are? And are you living by that compass of your values? Or are you living by the values of other people and what they tell you to do or tell you how you should live? We get to make choices in this world. We get to make a choice on how we want to live, and we get to make a choice on how we want to express ourselves. We get to make a choice on how we go share a message. You get to make these choices. Find out what excites you. Find out what you're passionate about. Find out your why. Go down that path, and if you want to dive into values, go for it. And then use this. Keep this out in front of you every single day. When you wake up in the morning, read it and make sure that you are following your path by living in your excitement, living in your passion, living in your why every single day. Do that for just 7 days. Do it for 14 days. Your life will change. Your energy will change. Your relationships will change, and all for the better. That's all I've got for you here today. Just a quick reminder, if this message resonates with you or you think it would resonate with somebody else, please hit like, love, share, put their name down below. Hey, Joyce, come watch this video. Dr. Troy's awesome. Truth, right? Hashtag truth bombs. So that's number one. Number two, go check out, if you haven't already, check out the Commit and Go podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher every single day, Monday through Friday. You get an opportunity to listen to me, tidbits of under 10 minutes, on average, 7-minute messages to help to get you focused and clear on the day that lies ahead. You listen to those in the morning. There's no better way to start the day than with me. I start it with me every day. It's freaking awesome. So you might want to give it a try. That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been my inspired afternoon. I hope some way, somehow, it helps you to have a great day and a rockin' evening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.